Let's bring in Tim Kennedy, former UFC fighter, former Army Ranger sniper, and Special Forces operator, and author of the new book, Scars and Stripes. Tim, brother, thank you so much for joining the program. What is your message for the country on this joyous day?
Man, it is an amazing day. You know, I think so often we forget who we are. And, you know, you said everything that was risked with those that signed the Declaration of Independence, right? Those 56 people, most of them saw pain, suffering. A lot of them died in battle. They were tortured. Their houses were burned down. You know, and it was for it was for a really good reason, and it's what we became, right? We've never been perfect, but we have had the same trajectory of always improving. You know, we built the Chrysler Building. You know, that Declaration of Independence and everything that we did from, you know, stopping fascists and going across the sea to fight the Nazis, our continual fight against communism. It's such an amazing story. It's the underdog story that is America. And I want people to remember how amazing we are. You know, in a time where is it okay to be patriotic? Is it nationalist? No, we are an amazing country. We are the most beautiful country that has ever lived. Having fought overseas and seen some of the terrible things that happen, we are something special. And it's something that should be celebrated. It's something that should, you know, like we should have parades down the street. We should scream it from the rooftops. It is something beautiful and special to be part of this country. And if you were born here, you won the lottery. You are so lucky to be here. Yes. But you got to go out and remind all of your neighbors how special this country is. Yes, we can improve, but man, we have something beautiful here.
Can I tell you guys, so on Saturday night, I was at the United States Military Academy along with Rachel, and Tim was there as well. And I knew as it was happening that I was going to be experiencing one of my great regrets in life. But we operate often on like 4 hours sleep. We have to get up the next morning. And that night, Tim, Clint Trial, who lost both of his legs in battle for the United States of America, Joey Jones, who lost both of his legs fighting for this great country, Evan Hafner, several other great veterans. We're all going to have a nice little cocktail at the end of the night. And I just thought to myself, why didn't you go, Will? Why didn't you listen to the stories? And, you know, obviously, and we all have great reverence for what you guys have given to this country, Tim. And I'm just curious, like, the question I would have asked and what I missed out on is there something, as I listen to these stories, there's something among you guys? Is there a common theme? I'm sure everyone joins the military for their own individual reasons. I'm sure there's different motivating factors. But when you guys all get together, do you see a thread that is common in every single one of you?
I mean, that's a really discerning question, and we missed you. First of all, we wish you were there with us.
Thank you.
When we sat, we're at the Thayer Gate at the Thayer Hotel, just inside on West Point, and you know, we have a Medal of Honor recipient, a couple of Silver Star guys.
David Bellavia was there, Medal of Honor. Yeah, what a crowd!
Yeah, it was a riot, and you know, we sit down there. The bartender like looks over as I put a bottle of horse whiskey on it from 5th Special Forces Group, the initial invasion to Afghanistan. And the common bond there, you know, like if you had this Venn diagram where we all overlap, is absolute love and belief in the idea of America. Yeah. And this idea has been malleable, right? But it is something to be fought for. It is something for that people would be willing to lose their legs, you know, like Joey. And the bravery of Americans is for a reason. And it is this idea. It is the dream that is becoming America every single day. And so that is the thing that we all share in common. It's like we have full belief in what this country stands for and what we can ultimately do for the people, right? Right there in the Declaration, for the people, right there.
That's right. Well, Tim, there is a bit of footage that has come out because there was a World War II Marine vet. His name is Carl Sperlin Deckel, and he was asked about his experience, and you know, he's turning 100, and you know, as a veteran, and he was interviewed, and I just want you to see this moment because it's actually riveting the country at what he. Well, I'll just let you see what he said, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
I sincerely believe in this old world that everything is beautiful. I mean, if I wake up in the morning and see these plants out here and all those flowers that are in there and the green grass on the ground, that's beautiful. The things we did and the things we fought for and the boys that died for it, it's all gone down the drain. Our country's gone to hell in a handbasket. We haven't got the country we had when I was raised. Not at all. Nobody will have the fun I had. Nobody will have the opportunity I had. It's just not the same. That's not what I want. That's not what they died for.
So, Tim, I love your optimism. I loved everything you had to say. But I think a lot of Americans, especially a lot of older Americans who can remember what life was like back then, or maybe even just 15 years ago, feel that way. And I don't think they're wrong.
Yeah, I do too. You know, we can look at the negative, and there are imperfect things about this country that we have to work on. We've never been perfect, though. You know, when that declaration was signed, we still had slavery. But every single one of the people that signed it, even those that had slaves, knew that it had to end and were working towards it. And with our imperfection came a desire to see this dream realized. You know, and his words are so powerful and compelling because he knows the sacrifice firsthand. You know, having lost friends, seeing the carnage and the horrors that happen at war, it has to be for a reason. And we are so blessed. We have lived in such great times, such a long period where it has been so good here in the United States. People forget about the sacrifice and how terrible a world this can be and how evil of a world it can be. And it is something worth fighting for. And I do have hope. I do have belief in my countrymen. While I have been frustrated with my country of late, I have never been more proud of my countrymen. The things that they have done in Afghanistan and stepping up to help us and save our allies all over this country, I know that American spirit is still thriving, and that gives me hope.
And America does have this remarkable ability to renew itself. We talk often about, you know, the feeling of malaise. We've had that before, you know, during the Carter years, and then we had, you know, Ronald Reagan and Morning in America again. And I think we're all just longing for that. But my heart did break when I saw him. And it's hard not to. But, Tim, you remind us about that spirit, about that American 1776, not 1619, the 1776 spirit. And we thank you so much.
Pick up Scars and Stripes, Tim's new book. It's out right now. Tim, proud to know you. Thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
Yeah,
Thank you for joining us. Happy 4th of July.
You too.